Alright, today I'm going to give you guys a detailed look at this NECA figure, and the figure I'm showing you guys is Kratos from God of War. Now this version is based off of the latest game, which came out last Friday, so I figure I'd do a review on it. So let's get started. So let's start off with this really good looking pose, which I'm very happy with. Here he's holding on to his shield and his axe, like he's ready for battle. And here's the back side of him in this pose. And let's check out that belt. It's got a lot of stuff going on, but nothing's removable. It would have been nice if that dagger is removable, but it's not. And there's a pouch right here, a little satchel right there, and then a horn right there, and the rest of them. And the shield is actually attached to his forearm. There's a little piece right here which you gotta remove from the forearm, and then you'll be able to peg the shield onto the forearm. And here's a side view of Kratos. Good look at that axe. And the axe is detachable by the grip section, so you could actually loop it through his hand quite easily. And then, speaking of loop, there's one on the back. This little gold loop is where you put the axe. And here's a close-up look at the axe. And here's what I was saying about the detachable. And again, when he's not holding the axe, this is where you're supposed to slot it through. It just sits there. There's the forearm with that slot. So this peg piece right there, and back of the shield. You can see there's a peg right there. It's supposed to go right into there. And let's get a really detailed look at the Kratos head sculpt. And when I was picking this up at Toys R Us before they were going out of business, I've noticed there are quite a few bad ones. Really bad paint job. The eyes, especially the eyes, some were a little wonky. This one is by far the best. But another thing that I didn't like about this figure is that red stripe. You see, it's not really solid red. It looks like they put decals on it, and then or they just paint it initially and then put a piece of decal on it. It's weird. It doesn't really line up properly, and it's kind of smeared all over. So that's something I didn't like about this figure at all. And it's not just on mine though. It's on every one of them I've seen. You see that stripe? I don't know why. It could have been easily done properly, but yeah. Over the shoulder, this one's nice. It's very, it's got very clean lines. It's just that the chest and the head one, those two are really bad. And the head movement is good, but not amazing. Here's how far up he could look. And this is how far down he could look. And the shoulder's great, ball hinge joint, and then there's a swivel bicep, double jointed elbows, and then ball hinge wrist. And nothing around the chest, and I don't mind it because of the sculpting. There's a ball jointed waist, and then we got ball hinge hips. I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but there it is. And then there's thigh swivel. And he has double jointed knees, ball hinge ankles, and toes articulation. And here's another pose. Basically, it's just a variation of the same pose. One hand holding onto the axe and one arm holding onto the shield. And since he doesn't come with extra hands, so he's forced to hold the axe with his right and the shield on his left. So can't really change that. And I think in the game he does this very often. So I mean, it's true to the game. Likeness is quite good. I find the likeness quite nice, actually, in comparison to the game. And there are a lot of details on this figure. Just look at that head, along with all the wrinkles, that beard, and those eyes. And even that loincloth and that belt, everything. Just really impressive figure. Paint job could have been a little bit better, but still overall a great figure. If you own the game, you definitely have to have this one to go with it, or you could go with the quarter scale. That's a little too big for me. The only quarter scale I would buy would be Batman. That would be the only one. Anything else I'm gonna skip. I don't really care for the quarter scale anymore because they're just way too big. And one thing this figure is missing is his son, which we are lacking. And I thought, I was wondering why it didn't come with the son, because he's featured on the cover and also in the game. He actually goes hunting with his father, so I don't see why we only get Kratos and not the son. That's a 2-pack. That is, it feels like I'm missing half of a figure here. It could have been nice. It could have been nice if we gotten the kid as an accessory. That would have made it much better. I wouldn't mind paying a little bit extra for it, but right now I feel like it's incomplete. The set is this figure is incomplete, and expect to pay about $25 for this figure, which is okay, I guess, for what it is right now. Usually their figures are like 22, 23, somewhere around there. So yeah, it's getting up there. But still, a really good looking figure. But again, it's definitely missing half of it because his son is not here. And other than the paint job, this is a great looking figure. Again, if you own the game, if you're playing the game right now, you definitely need this figure. Yeah, so there you go. There's the NECA God of War Kratos figure. Thanks for watching.